witches. Today I'm going to talk about the Deviant Moon Tarot by Patrick Valenza. The Deviant Moon, it's a deck. I've had this deck for many years before it even came out. I had pre-ordered it and all of that, and waited years and years for the book to come out. This great big book here, but it finally came out and I'm going to show it to you. So these cards they've long been one of my favorite decks to use. The artwork is very different, as you can see. Very quirky, but really, really interesting. The deck uses wands, swords, cups, and pentacles. The thing about this Deviant Moon deck is it's kind of a deck that reads the shadow side of any situation, like what's behind the mirror, and often it'll address your secret fears. So I'll use this deck or recommend this deck if someone's going, wants a reading, when you're kind of wondering, when's the other shoe going to drop, or what is so-and-so really thinking? When you feel like you don't know everything, this is a good deck to use. But again, this deck also tends to reveal what your biggest fears or insecurities are in any situation. It's one of the most different decks out there because of the artwork. So it comes with just a little tiny booklet, little tiny paper booklet for reading the cards. And after a couple of years, I think it must have taken 3 or 4 years, finally the large book was ready. But the large book is really that. It's a big book. It's heavy and it's big, and it's really not something for carrying around, but it's really so much more than just a book to read the cards by. It's an art book. It has beautiful illustrations of every card, and it even has in some places descriptions of the origins of the art and how Patrick was inspired and by what to draw his art the way he does. So the story of these cards and the behind the scenes art is really kind of a big part of them. So I'm going to show you the book. So this is it. It's a big, heavy book. Look how thick it is. I'll just kind of thumb through it because it's kind of hard to show, but you see each card is reproduced here, and he basically, so not only do you have your meanings in here, but in a lot of cases he's telling you a little bit about the inspiration for the card, or you have drawings or even versions of the card, or how it looked and how he got to the final look of the card. So if you love this deck, you're really going to love the book, and you're going to probably want the book. The great thing, I mean, there's a lot of description here. Here's an example of where he kind of shows you how he came to do the drawing this way. He has a lot of influence from cemeteries and abandoned buildings. And of course, the moon plays a very large part in all the symbolism. This is one of those decks, it's hard for me to find my favorite card in this deck because there's so many great ones. Got a great table of contents. As I say, this is really more of an art book. So this deck is still available. I will put some links below this video that you can use to get the cards, and I believe also the book. So I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at this. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and share. Thanks, witches.